call silenced women.
Our words celebrate the multiplicity and diversity of the Filipino culture and experience.
The Philippines is an archipelago made up of over 7,000 islands with over 70 different dialects.
Reflecting these diverse cultures, Archipelag-a is composed of the females of the Filipino Alliance at Brown University.
Since 1995, Archipelag-a has performed at Yale, Wellesley, MIT, Harvard, BC, BU, Northeastern, and of course, Brown University.
This semester, Archipelag-a is Jean Mendoza,
Natalie Villacorta, Sarah Day-Dial, Ira Philip, Nori Aquino, Teresa Lamar,
and Karina Villanueva.
These are the best 4 years of our lives.
or so people say.
Before we know it, we'll wake up and our youth will be gone.
I don't want to waste these years worrying, creasing my skin over silly mistakes.
I don't want to look back and be filled with regret, wondering, what if?
I want to make the most of life, to stop getting tripped up, to start being spontaneous.
To remember, I'm only young once. I only live once. These moments don't last.
I want to stop telling myself I can't. Stop waking up with fuck is the first thought in my head. I want to wake up in the morning feeling blessed that I have a bed, a roof over my head, and 24 whole hours to start again.
I want to move past the past and take headfirst into the future. I want to stop wanting and start acting.
Instead, I'm a Russian doll, hiding inside my layers of skin, in hopes that they don't see how vulnerable I am.
Who am I trying to impress? As much as I pretend not to care what people think, I do.
I can't help but look at other people and wonder, am I adequate?
It feels like everyone and their brother is the president of the student body or a future Nobel Prize winner.
What the hell? I play video games on the weekend.
I set my standards too high. I set myself up to fail.
One thing goes wrong and I feel like my life is fucked. Game over, drop out of Brown.
Failed committee.
Drop the class.
Slept through lecture.
Missed the deadline.
Too shy to raise
Too
my hand.
embarrassed to ask for help.
I've worked so hard, spent so much. 50K a year for what?
To learn that I have no clue what I want to do with my life.
Was this the point of my college education? To be even more confused as I leave than when I came in?
I can't bear to feel this stupid.
This mindset is toxic, suffocating in its ease.
I wish I could stop. Press rewind on the movie of my life. As if everything that happened a year, a month, a day ago could just vanish into thin air.
Or press fast forward to a day when I can wake up feeling like me again. Or maybe not even me. A new me. A better me.
I wish I could fully self-express, but I can't. Not while the world continues to see me as who I was and not who I am now.
I can feel their eyes judging me, making me critical of myself, scrutinizing my every move, analyzing my every flaw.
I feel so damn awkward. Can't talk straight, can't even walk straight, always stumbling under the weight of their eyes. I spend my energy pretending to be busy on my phone or in my books in an attempt to avoid any sort of social interaction so I don't feel like a freak. Keep my mouth shut so I don't sound stupid. Keep my eyes down so they don't notice me. I'd rather fade into the background than have them notice I'm not perfect.
I glance into the looking glass of windows and walls, and I can't recognize the person in my own reflection. As if these eyes are not my own, as if my voice echoes from a foreign place, as if this body were merely clay, molded by the self-projection and extrapolate onto everyone else.
From angelic harmonies to quiet whispers, voices are powerful. Mere vocal cord vibrations can change the course of history. But I'm afraid of my own voice. Every day, I'm holding my tongue, grinding my teeth, biting my lip, too self-conscious to do anything but mouth the words to the songs on the radio. I don't want to stutter, I don't want to ramble, I don't want to offend you, so I don't speak. I run so my thighs don't touch, but I keep eating and eating. I eat because I want to be full. I eat because I want to be full, fulfilled, and food is the only thing in the world that won't fail you. I look down the street and, yes, I compare myself to all the girls in a 20-foot radius. She's okay. But my boyfriend still can't keep his eyes off her ass.
I looked at that other girl, the one who replaced me, and I saw everything I wasn't. Everything I simply could never be. Short stature, petite frame, blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin. Is that what he wanted all along? Is that what all men want? An exotic sex kitten to play with, but a perfect little lady to settle down with? At least that's what the media tells us. Tells us to be, tells us to want, tells us it's normal, aligns us with images of flashy supermodels, ads about products that can improve our otherwise subpar appearance. And we swallow it all, take it all in as truth. They spoon feed us this bullshit and we binge on it since it's the only thing we're allowed to listen to. Their bullshit isn't fattening, but their torture is flattering. I look into the mirror and all I see are differences between me and this woman society wants me to be. If she, the ideal, and I, the real, have so little in common, how could we possibly be under the same category? So what am I? I'm just me. I'm Nori. I want to be different. I am different. I want people to recognize and respect that. Transgender. You'll never look at me the same way again. And in fact, I never want you to. Transgender. No, I have not had an operation. Transgender. Across gender. I've crossed the sprawling borderlines of dominant gender norms. A refugee from fascist heteronormativity, I crossed the border and denounced my citizenship. I have emerged into another category, breaking through the stifling dichotomies of woman and man, girl and boy, joining those reclaiming the word queer as an identity and not a derogatory, to break this glass ceiling, shatter your gender binary, and come out to the world. I am Nori. Though nature builds my body, it does not define my destiny.
My soul is made up of more than just ACTG.
Letters do not dictate who I am, who I will be.
I am not a doll to be wound up, crank, crank, set to go.
You can't pull a string from my back, make me sing in your voice, or dance to your beat.
I only have one life, so I should do what makes me happy, not what others want me to do.
I won't deny that I'm not perfect, not academically, not spiritually, not emotionally, and not physically.
But neither is the world, tilted on its imperfect axis.
Endless space in all the universe make flaws feel so small and